in a monochrome world, broken from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. And sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on.
Welcome back to the game, everybody. Welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. We're gonna pick drumroll please. That was my drumroll. Thanks you. Just click on it and get this over with. I am just messing everything up tonight. I will ask Rod if he'll pair up with me, because over the last 2 interactions I've had with Rod, it's obvious that he will. I mean, come on, he won't refuse. We're like the best buds, like, we're so close. We're as close as peanut butter and freaking jelly in between 2 pieces of bread that are Delora and Parfait. Whoa. I know we do not have a good relationship. Rod has spared me no effort in telling me how cruel I have been to his family. But I feel that rectifying whatever mistakes I've made with him might be the easy way to get 3 good deeds. You're getting an easy A with the boy that is in it all. Alright. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. But Zexo, didn't he tell you that I didn't want to break his curse? Well, boy's just going to have to deal with it, isn't he? Yes, but that may not be the whole truth. He is so reluctant to break his curse despite all of the advice I offered him. Perhaps you will be able to encourage him where I could not. I do not care if he does not want to break his curse. I only need him to help me remedy the supposedly bad things I have done to his family. I believe that would be the easiest way to break my curse. But the problem is that I rarely see him here. He is usually at the palace. In order for this arrangement to work, I will need to be in the palace. Uh-oh. For one, I for one think this is a terrible idea. What if? Delora's voice trails off. She averts her gaze to the floor, her expression a mixture of anxiety and solemn consideration. What if what? Is there something I should know? Both the witch and the fairy just stare at me silently. After a few moments, Parfait speaks. You would be far away from us, princess. We would not be able to assist you. Witches could be lying in wait for you. Knowing that you're the true crown princess of Angel, they might seek to use you for their own purposes. What sort of purposes? Why would the witches be after me in the first place? Many of them had been corrupted by the Tenebrarum. Darkness has invaded their hearts, making them bitter. Many of them simply want to see the fairy tale curse continue on undisturbed. This is all just speculation, but it's better to say safe rather than sorry, huh? What would you have me do? Delora? I have an idea. I think I can get her into the palace and make sure there's someone there to look out for her. How? Just trust me. Tomorrow the S-Princess returns to her palace. I have a bad feeling about this. Woo! Okay. What happened? What? This cannot be happening. Don't dilly-dally. The princess will soon be awake and expecting her new maid. Oh my god, I'm her maid? Her personal bleh. I close my eyes and suppress the urge to groan. How was that Delora was able to turn me into Emmy's personal maid? What a freaking score! Oh my god, look what we did! She thought this would be funny, did she? Well, I will make her pay for this. Yeah, sure you will. I expect you not to be late again. We have very strict rules on how the palace staff should behave. Do you? I'm not exactly sure how Delora managed this. She told me she was going to cast a spell on me, and that it would be over as soon as I opened my eyes. I closed my eyes, and sure enough, when I opened them, I found myself here in a maid uniform. What did she do? The maid continues to babble at me. How annoying. I pretend to listen to her as she leads me through the palace hallways. Me and Rod's chambers are located here. Oh, hi, how you doing? I come to a halt when Emmy suddenly appears from around the corner. Your Highness. The maid ducks into a neat curtsy. Emmy's eyes meet mine. I tense as I wait for any signs of recognition from her, but she only gives me a curious look as if wondering who I am. She clearly does not recognize me. The maid suddenly reaches back and pulls at my shoulder, forcing me to bow. You're in front of the crown Princess of Angel! Show some damn respect, girl! God, I think I just swallowed something. My apologies, Your Highness. She is new and clearly needs to be taught some manners. Excuse me. Oh, please, there's no need for that. What's she trying to achieve by pretending to be kind to a palace maid? Who is she trying to fool? What's your plan? Who are you working for? Your Highness, this is your new personal maid. Get her out of my sight. Emmy glances at the maid and, looking confused. Why do I need a personal maid? It is by the king orders, Princess. Emmy turns to look at me again. What is your name? I don't want to tell you. She is talking to you, girl. I scowl at the maid before facing Emmy. I cannot believe I have fallen so low that I am now being ordered around by a maid. Sexto. It's nice to meet you, Sexto. I hope we can get along. When I don't respond, Emmy's face falls. I was just heading to my breakfast with my family. Of course, Sexto will escort you to the dining hall. I raise my eyebrows at the maid, irritated. There's no need for concern. I can get there on my own. I breathe a sigh of relief. I'm not here to babysit her. The maid leans forward and whispers something in my ear. I don't know how it is that you land in this position, but you owe the royal family your diligence and respect, damn it. If you continue to show disrespect, I'll have a word with the king. Yeah, you do that. The maid pushes me forward so that I am forced to stand next to Emmy. She'll escort you to the dining hall, Your Highness. Her job requires that she follows you everywhere in case you require assistance with anything. But it's almost time for breakfast, Princess Emmy. Fucking go. Emmy frowns and looks at me. I'm so sorry. What is she apologizing for? Good morning. Oh. His mustache is weird. It's like a caterpillar just kind of sitting on his lip. Good morning. It seems that you have met your personal maid. The king's eyes widen as soon as he spots me. That was like a mixture of a sneeze and a cough. I apologize. Luckily, I'd leaned to the right and almost fell out of my chair, trying not to get that into the microphone. I apologize. I love you all. I'm just gonna... Shh, it's okay. You look familiar. Do I, Daddy? Does he recognize me? I feel a little tremble in my heart as I consider that hope. Are you not the girl who came to me through the gates before? No! I deflate with a soundless sigh. Remembers me as a peasant. This is the first time I'm meeting you as Emmy's personal maid. What is your name? Sexto, you helped name me. Dad, you created me. Happy Father's Day. That is a lovely name, isn't it though? We are glad to have you here, Sexto. The king gives me a warm smile. The softness of his gaze makes me angry. He never treated me so kindly when he remembered me as his own damn daughter. Emmy takes her seat while I walk to stand at the walls beside the other maids and butlers. Doors should not make that sound. The door opens and Rod walks inside. He greets the king, Ophelia, and then his sister. He's just about to take a seat when his eyes suddenly fall on me. What's up, bitch? How you doing? I live here now. What's up? The shock is apparent on his face. Just wave at him with a small, sly smile and just go, what's up? Rod, is something wrong? Great, there's a new maid on set. His tone is almost... Sorry, I think a fly just like dive-bombed at my computer. His tone is almost acoustic. Whatever. Please go away, weird fly. It's like right here on my screen. I'm getting so distracted. Bye-bye, fly. I bristle at his words, and I'm about to say something when Ophelia speaks. She is Emmy's new personal maid, Sexto. Oh, you know. Oh, you know. Rod stares at me for a few moments, his expression unreadable. Eventually he... I almost said unbearable. Eventually he moves to take his seat. I stand silent and watch the royal family eat their breakfast. The small area is filled with happy conversation. The four of them smile at each other. Alright, I don't know why, but I was completely forgetting that the king was there. I was like, the fuck? The four of them? The four of them smile at each other when they speak, and it is easy to see how comfortable they are with one another. Whoa. When I was here, our meals were always so quiet, but everyone looks so happy now. Bite my lip to will the heavy feeling away. Rod told me that before, but I did not want to believe him. I turned back to the conversation at hand. We have something very important to discuss with you, Emmy. What color do you want your crown to be? Oh. I have brought this up before, but now the matter is more pressing. Is this about... Yes, this is about the ball. Oh. Ball? Ophelia gives the king a disapproving look. Dear. I know it seems a strange proposition, but this is a royal tradition. Emmy is a suitable marrying age, and this ball may yet help her find a suitor. But a husband? Emmy's cheeks are tinted pink. Royal ball for Emmy? For her to find a husband? I never would have agreed to such a thing. The king never forced me into one because he knew that. I will not force you to marry someone you do not love, Emmy. We agreed on this ball to uphold tradition. All edible bachelors must come. All eligible bachelors will be invited in 4 months' time. You will choose the man you want to court you. I did find my true love through a ball, after all. He glanced at Ophelia, who responds with a fond smile. Go away. Bugs. Her expression falls back into something more worried when she looks at her daughter. But what if I can't choose anyone? We will throw one ball as perdition. Did I seriously just say perdition? Yes, I did. That is a new word, thank you. We will not force you into another ball if you do not find a good suitor, but we must uphold traditions at least once. Perhaps this will push you to think more about the future. I will not put any added pressure on you, Emmy, but I would be happy to see a grandchild before I have to give up my throne. I'm not getting any younger, you know. Wow. 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 That. You didn't even sugarcoat that. Shit, son, alright. Damn! I can tell that the king is trying to make light of the situation, but there's an undertone of seriousness. Emmy eventually sighs and slowly nods. Help. I understand. My gaze shifts to Rod to search for a reaction, but his expression is impassive. No reaction at all. Did he know this was going to happen? But... can I really be the princess of this kingdom Evangel deserves? I feel so unprepared. You are the crown princess of Evangel. You must be confident. No, I am. Emmy looks down, looking generally distressed. I'm finished. May I be excused? But sweetheart, you've barely touched your food. You may. Emmy stands up and ducks into a quick curtsy before rushing from the room. I do not move until I feel Rod's glare on me. I realize that I am meant to follow Emmy. Excuse me. I curtsy and follow after Emmy. Ooh. Want to talk about your feelings? I barely make it a few steps away from the dining hall before the door flies open and Rod is rushing after me. The fuck you? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Huh? Huh? Answer him, because that's the polite thing to do. What's up? I'm here to break my curse since somebody decided not to help me. You expect me to believe that when you have people offering to help you at the march-in? But you have the bunny named Sebastian. Rod's expression changes Rod's expression changes, anger clear in his eyes. What the hell? Now I know why you're really here. Well, please, enlighten me. What are you talking about? You thought you might take back what is rightfully yours, didn't you? You have no qualms about hurting my family again. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Really, what am I going to accomplish by staying with my curse and trying to take back what is rightfully mine with the curse? Yes, please, enlighten me, Rod. What would I do? I stare at him, nonplussed by his accusations. I carefully quell the simmering anger inside me. The last thing I want to be is fired before I break my curse. I am not here to hurt anyone, so stop accusing me of such things. We glare at each other in silence. I don't believe you. I don't believe this. I had always thought that Rod was closed off and quiet, but his emotions are always blazing in his eyes. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here! Neither should this ant on my desk. Damn. Rod steps back, but his gaze is still fierce. I don't have time for this. I'm going to find Emmy. Why, so you can insult her? No! No! So I can be a nice freaking human being! I'm gonna be a decent person. I'm gonna be an upstanding citizen of society by the end of this game. You hear me? No, because it's now my job to attend to her. Excuse me! You brat! Why are we in here? The last place I expect to find Emmy is in the throne room. Much to my surprise, I find her standing alone inside, staring up at the throne. Oh. When she turns to face me, she has a guilty expression on her face. I'm sorry. What is she apologizing for? I was very rude earlier, walking out on everyone's breakfast. Emmy gazes back to the throne and sighs. I'm sure any other girl would be happy to have a ball. I mean, it's like something out of a fairy tale. But she sighs once again and looks down at her clasped hands. It all sounds so perfect in fairy tales. 3 days is all it takes before everyone's found their true love. But I don't think that's how it works in real life, do you? I have nothing to say in response when Emmy turns her beseeching gaze to me. I just don't know how I'm supposed to marry someone I barely even know. Is this really what it means to be crowned princess? Is this precisely what you wanted? Excuse me? When your mother married the king, you became a princess. You went from rags to riches overnight. I cannot keep the bitterness from my voice when I speak. Your life is playing out I don't know where fairy tale came from. Your life is playing out like Cinderella's, is it not? All you are missing are the glass slippers, and even then I am sure the king could arrange for a pair. Oh, yeah. I can understand why you are so unhappy. Neither can I. Emmy turns away from me to face the throne once more, and in the sun that's... okay. And in the sun that streams through the window, I see something shining on her cheeks. Is she crying? I'm so ungrateful. Sexto, what would you do? What? If you were in my place, if you become crown princess overnight, would you go through the ball? For the sake of Angio's tradition, for the sake of your role? I would never do anything so worthless. The king never brought the subject up with me. He most likely knew I would have refused. Emmy suddenly pats her cheeks and turns to me, a weary, wry smile on her face. I could do with some fresh air. Shall we go to my friend's shop in town? I don't wanna. We have only just exited the throne room when the Emmy stops short and I almost bump into her back. Oh. Oh god, it's you. I never thought I'd see you again, honestly. I thought it was just that one time and then it was over. Your Highness, what a pleasant... oh dear. Sir Mythos abruptly stops to stare at me. What's up, dude? Why is Sir Mythos looking at me so intently? Is something the matter, Sir Mythos? No, nothing at all, Your Highness. I'm just... amused. I bet you are amused. Oh, you haven't met my new maid. This is Sexto. Sexto? There is something in Sir Mythos' gaze that I do not trust. The silence is stifling, so I curtsy at him. Sir. Charming. Shut the fuck up. Sir Mythos turns his attention back to Emmy. Where are you off to on this pleasant day? Oh, just off to visit a friend. Make sure you bring your guards with you, princess. Of course. Sigh. Wonder what's taking him so long. No, don't tell me Fritz is your guard. I'm gonna be so upset. Alright, it is. Emmy decided to invite Rod to join us. Okay, on her visit, one of the guards offered to get Rod for her, but he still has yet to return. Another stands with us by the gates, ready to escort us into town. Why does the king even need these incompetent fools if they cannot find a single person? Maybe we should go look for Rod. But then what if he gets here as soon as we go searching for him? Well, that's just gonna be one big, goose chase. I sigh. I will go look for him. You can stay here. But you don't need to run errands for me. I'm your maid! She had to ask me to do anything. What does she think a maid even does? I look at her solemnly, not answering her. Finally, she relents. Thank you, Sexto. I inclined my head just slightly before walking off. I feel like a babysitter. I cannot believe I have to search for Rod. This is only slightly better than being dragged around by that broom. I turn around the corner and nearly bump into someone. I take a few steps back just in time.
Baby, you remember me!
Let's hug it out. How are you? Princess. I look up in shock. Fritz's surprise mirrors my own. Where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere. Even the closets. He pauses to stare at my clothing. Why are you wearing a maid's uniform? Fritz, you remember who I am? I would never forget you, Princess Sexto. It's love, I tell you. But it does seem that I am the only one who remembers you. What is going on, Princess? The only people who remember me are the witches, fairies, and... Fritz, are you? I stop and hear the sound of approaching footsteps. Where the fuck have you been? Fritz turns at the sound and then stoops low into a formal bow when he sees Rod.
Etiquette.
Your Highness. Rod's impassive face twists with annoyance when he sees me. Rod does not even acknowledge Fritz as he walks past him to stop in front of me. Shouldn't you be attending to my sister? Don't snap at me. I don't understand. Prince Rod, do you know why the princess is dressed like this? Oh god. Rod is clearly just as surprised as I am that Fritz remembers me. You recognize her? You remember the princess too? God! Oh no, this is the best conversation I have ever had with two people since my butler. So much confusion. But if you knew, why didn't you say anything when she first went missing? And can someone explain to me why she's attained to Princess Emmy? This is... Fritz, oh my god. I cut him off before I can ask any more questions. I feel Rod's gaze on my back as I turn to look at Fritz. No more questions. But Princess, right now I am a palace maid. Fritz is the most confused boy I have ever seen in my life. Oh, what? It's a long story and I have no time to explain now, so do not ask. Fritz is clearly discontent. He seems to struggle for a few moments before he finally sighs and nods. Yes, Your Highness. Though it is nice to hear someone here speak my title, it will not do if Fritz calls me that on accident. It's just Sexto for now. But I turn to face Rod. Emmy is waiting. What? The guard cannot even deliver her message? Where are you going? Emmy wants to visit her friend's shop in town, and she wants you to go with us, Rod. Town? Yeah, that place with a bunch of buildings in it and people. Ordinarily, I would not mind Fritz joining us, but right now he might just be unnecessary company. He may very well give me away. Rod barely wants to speak with me. When it's just the two of us, I doubt Fritz would make him more sociable. I'm assuming that accompanying you is not an option at this point. Oh, baby! Yes. Fritz looks down for a moment before looking at Rod. I'm sorry to ask this of you, Your Highness, but since you refuse to let me do so, please look after Princess Sexto in my place. Yeah, right! Yeah, right. He ain't gonna do shit for you. Ridiculous. I do not need to be coddled. Even if I did, Rod couldn't care less if I'm hurt. I'll do my best. I cannot tell if he's being genuine or not. I just saw a big-ass book next to me. Fritz bows to the both of us. Stay safe, Prince Sexto. And Your Highness? Rod turns and begins to walk away without another word. He's so confused, though. Come on. I'm gonna end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.